Do you like that? The sound of no fans, no AC running. I did that for you. I'm in Texas. It's the summertime. It's also like the hottest summer in like recorded history or whatever. And my AC is broken. So that's been cool. That's been awesome. Hope you guys had a good summer. It's still I'm still considering it the summer, even though like school is kind of back in session, but I'm not in school. So like, you know, fuck you. Welcome back to the Mankhead Podcast. Okay, first of all, it's the Mankheads Podcast, plural. So jot that down. And hi, it's me, same day, several hours later. I just finished my first editing pass of the episode, and there were just a couple of places where I wanted to interrupt myself, so I'm going to do that, and just bear with me. Also, just if I could be vulnerable here for a second. One thing about me is that I don't like doing stuff by myself. It's something I know about myself. It's why I never would have started a podcast on my own. I started it with my good buddy Diego, but he's busy, and I understand that, and I want to keep working on this, so I'm going to do my best. But not only that, but I'm also have taken a break from recording for the past couple of months, so I just kind of need to get back into the swing of things, and it might be kind of awkward sometimes. So this is season 3, episode 1. I'm your host, Emma. Deekster might not be here for most of this season, if any. I think he's going to come back around, but we're kind of not sure what this season of the podcast is going to be yet. And by we, I mean me, because I'm just doing it now. So we're starting with this episode. It's probably going to be short, but I'm just going to talk about some stuff like how's it going, summer movies, what I've been up to, what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, what I'm looking forward to in the future, and possibly what's going to be going on this podcast. In personal news, myself, Diego, Kasdan, Katrina, Parker, Sheldon, my friends, we've all been working on a sitcom for the past year-ish called Subletter. And we've recently completed and posted the first 3 episodes on the Mankheads YouTube channel, so you can check those out if you want to. They're pretty funny. Leave us comments and likes and stuff. Check them out. We're very proud of the work that we have done. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by like people walking around in the parking lot outside of my building. I live in a new place, new setup. I didn't even mention that. We're not even in the house that we were in last year, but we're in a new apartment, new setup. Welcome to my humble abode. So, summer movies. It is summer. It's hot. I'm already sweating after turning all the fans off like 2 minutes ago. So that's cool. Barbenheimer. That was the big thing with this summer. I've seen both movies, Barbie twice, Oppenheimer once. And, you know, one is definitely more favorable to me than the other, because one of them is fun and the other one is not. Not a fun time, except for the scene in which Josh Peck of Drake and Josh is the person responsible for pushing the button on the nuclear bomb test, which I thought was it was hilarious. Like, no way to get around it. That was funny. And how like nervous he was about it. That was funny. Just him being in that movie at all. He was out of place. But it was fine. He was fine. Barbie was super fun. I had a really great time watching it. I've seen it twice. My feelings about that movie kind of go along with a hot take I had at some point last season, which was that not everything needs to be profound. That movie was just fun. And like, if you couldn't just like set down whatever kind of expectations you had or whatever kind of whatever you have, and just like watch a movie and have a good time, like that's kind of your problem. But That said, I do think that movie was trying very hard to be profound, and, you know, therein kind of lies the issue, because like it was just a silly like movie and a summer flick, and like it was the Barbie movie, so like it never could have been that profound. You know, I think the things that I appreciated about it the most was the places where it did just acknowledge the fact that it was just a commercial product, and the product of our capitalist society, like the times when it was just advertising to you, and people were bitching about that, and I'm like, they're like making fun of themselves. It's funny, it's stupid. They're making fun of you too. So I don't know. Barbie was fun, enjoyable, 10 out of 10, would watch again. Another big one I was looking forward to was Asteroid City, Wes Anderson's most recent film. And, you know, I had like a sneaking suspicion before I went to see it that not only that I wasn't going to like it, but it was just going to confirm my fears that Wes Anderson is on the other side of his career. All right. That was kind of mean. I'm just going to acknowledge that. That was kind of mean. But also, like, does Wes Anderson give a shit, like, really about what I think about him? And also, you know, I'm totally entitled to my opinion, so that's kind of the point of this stupid little podcast anyway, so just keep that in mind. But looking back on that felt kind of mean, so. But then, you know, I saw it a second time, and I had a sneaking suspicion on that watch that my previous sneaking suspicion had been wrong. And you know what? I was right. I was right on the second sneaking suspicion, because I really enjoyed that movie. It was good. It was a lot of information to take in for the first viewing, and I think that's why my reaction was a little negative. It's not like I hated it, but I didn't love it either. I was kind of like, okay, like, that was a lot. And there were things about it that I didn't expect. But, you know, because it had a lot going on. There was like two different narratives going on. It was a play. It was a movie about a play happening. So like there's the movie and there's the play happening in that movie. And on a first watch, there was just a lot of information. There was stuff just flying right over my head. And on the second watch, I was like, okay, I'm understanding this a lot more this time and finding it funnier too. Not that I didn't find it funny. There were a lot of funny things in that movie. But yeah, enjoyable. Check it out if you want to watch a Wes Anderson flick. Past Lives. Was really looking forward to seeing that one, and I loved it. It made me cry like a baby, and I would do it again. Yeah, I would do it again. Loved it. The only thing the only thing I didn't really like about that movie was literally just the opening scene. I don't want to say too many spoilers, so I'm not going to say much more than that. But the opening scene, I was just like, I didn't need that. And part of that for me, I guess, was just the fact that I had seen the trailer. So like the opening scene was like redundant because I kind of knew the answer to the question already. But I'll let you decide that for yourselves. Summer movies I have yet to see. There's more than these two, but these are the two that I really am like still trying to see. Bottoms. Really want to see that. Love the cast, love the director, love everything. So I'm very much so looking forward to seeing that one. Love seeing young female directors put in the spotlight and getting to make their projects and being successful too. Very cool. And then Indiana Jones. Now listen, I love the original 3 Indiana Jones movies. I haven't watched the 4th one in a while, like since it came out, the one with Shia LaBeouf, the Crystal Skull or whatever. And Kate Blanchett too. It's like, Kate Blanchett, what? I loved seeing her as a villain in that movie, but you know, that movie was just like, whatever. And then they said they were making another one. I was like, okay, but Phoebe Waller-Bridge is in this one, and I love her. I love that woman. So I want to see it mostly for her, because I don't know if the story's like probably, let's be honest, like the story's probably not going to do it for me. But you know, such is the way. Other things I've been really into. Oh, by the way, if you are only listening to this on Spotify, at some points I'm probably going to have some like supplementary visual material for like what I'm talking about, because I have a couple of things that honestly require you to like see what I'm talking about. Not require, but like it would be helpful for you if you haven't seen what I'm talking about. So there's going to be a version of this posted on YouTube if you're already on the YouTube version. Hey. And you might want to look at that when I get to those parts, but you know, I digress. So the big piece of media that I picked up on over the summer, big piece of media, whatever. The thing that I've really been loving this summer, actually, and keeping up with is just the trajectory of Barbie Altoff's career. I'm so interested to see where this woman is going. She has a podcast called The Really Good Podcast, if you haven't heard of her. And she's making headlines because she just off the bat was starting to interview celebrities. Like Drake was one of her very first interviews, and he's like one of the most famous people in the world. So everyone was like, we don't know who this person is. Like, how did she interview Drake? And that's a great question. A lot of people think that she is an industry plant. And you know what? I can't speak to that. I have no idea. She might be an industry plant. Like she very well could be, because she is just a little lady, like just a little girly. Like, I think she's like 25 or 26. She was a momfluencer before this. Like, that's what she was doing before. She started doing the podcast and just interviewed some friends and stuff. And then was like, how can I, at least this is what she has said, how can I make this podcast blow up? And all sides pointed to having celebrities on the podcast. And that's what she started doing. So I watched the Drake one, and I fell in love. Her style is super awkward. She reminds me of like Nathan Fielder. She's a Nathan Fielder type, for sure. And so she's been filling the void in my life as I've been waiting for the rehearsal season 2, which I'm honestly not sure is happening because it didn't come out this summer. And actually, Nathan Fielder is working on a new show called The Curse that he wrote with Benny Safdie, and it's going to star them and Emma Stone and some other people. And I'm like, that sounds interesting. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be on Showtime. And the first 3 episodes are actually premiering at New York Film Festival soon. Like it's September 5th right now when I'm recording this. It's going to be like it's going to be premiering sometime in September at New York Film Festival. I'm not sure when that is. Anyway, so looking forward to that, because that's like a comedy drama series. And Nathan Fielder I've only seen him in Nathan For You and The Rehearsal, which were like semi reality. I don't really know I don't know what you call I don't know how to classify those ones, but you know, so seeing a purely like narrative fiction work from him is going to be interesting. And yeah, like I said, Barbie Altoff has just been filling that void for me. I don't like love everything she does. Some, you know, her interviews are meant to be awkward, and they always are, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, but she's like still figuring it out. She's like not an actress at all or a comedian. She's just a regular person who is like trying to put on this character, and it's really funny sometimes, and sometimes it's just really awkward, and sometimes it's both. So I'd like to see where she goes. The Drake interview is hilarious. I would highly recommend it. The Little Yachty one, not so much. For me personally, that one was more uncomfortable than funny. So there's a line, and she is on it. She's on it. But anyway, in other news, the Venice Film Festival is going on right now. I think it started on August 30th and is going until September 9th. So it's going to be ending like soon here, but at the end of this week. But 2 films that I'm excited for coming out of Venice Film Festival. Poor Things, right? Greek director Yorgos Lanthimos. I've actually never heard anybody else like pronounce his name, so I hope that's how you say it. Greek director Yorgos Lanthimos' most recent film, Poor Things. He's working again with Emma Stone, who he worked with for The Favorite, which was super fun. Loved that movie. So I think it's kind of like a Frankenstein-ish, you know, Pygmalion kind of story where Emma Stone is like the Frankenstein monster character, but she's like a feminist. I don't know. I saw something that said that like this movie did what the Barbie movie was trying to do, but like much better. And I'm like, they're just so different that I don't know. But that said, like there is like the creator character and Barbie is a doll, and we're going to have like a whatever doctor or scientist and the creation of Emma Stone. So, you know, like we'll see. Let's see. It's also a period drama. It's just like they're different, but I'm like, that's interesting. Cause like I said, I think that people were digging too much to have Barbie. Like you were asking too much to have Barbie be some kind of profound feminist statement. But Yorgos Lanthimos is more than capable of making a profound statement. So I would like to see what he does. I guess like his version of he was, I don't know. I had heard news about him being slated to do the adaptation of My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and I guess that's been shelved. Maybe it's in like development hell or something, but I still would like to see a film adaptation of that movie, and I would still like to see Sofia Coppola direct it, because I think that'd be incredible. Which brings me back to what I was talking about, the other film that I'm excited to see come out of Venice Film Festival, which is Priscilla, directed by Sofia Coppola, all about Priscilla Presley, based, I'm quite certain, off of the book Elvis and Me, which was like Priscilla's memoir. And Priscilla's like, I think, totally given like the green light and like the thumbs up to this movie. So that's also nice to hear. Something that like kind of the beef that I had with the Elvis movie when it came out, what was that, last year? It feels like it was a million years ago already. Was honestly that she kind of got like shoved in the corner and her role in his life was minimalized, even though like I think she's pretty important to his image. So and I know it was called Elvis. It was about Elvis. Like okay, but I do love to see Sofia Coppola having the feminine answer to the masculine Elvis. So really looking forward to that. Jacob Elordi as Elvis. And have you seen the videos of him on the red carpet? Yeah. If your knees are shaking, mine too. Oh yeah, Sophia is also releasing a book, which it's coming out this month, September, and my birthday is at the end of this month, and I'm getting it for my birthday, I hope. And I'm so excited for it. I like 14-year-old me is shaking, is vomiting, crying, shitting, pissing, whatever. I was made for this. Anyway, I'm going to get my grimy little hands on that book, and I'll let you know how it is. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's like her archives of, because she's a photographer too. And there's also pictures of her at the Venice Film Festival, like this year and in past years, like with a camera taking pictures. I love that. I think it's cute. Anyway, she's got mounds upon mounds of photos and whatever material from different projects that she's worked on, like her own projects and stuff. And she's compiled them all into a book that's coming out this month. Super, super excited to get my hands on that because I love her. I love her style. I would love to see what like juicy little things are in this book that we've never seen before. Love that. Okay. Let's talk about also that video of Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet. I'm not sure what concert they were at. Yeah. It was Beyonce. That could have answered that question with a very quick Google search, and I don't know why I didn't before I started recording, but it was Beyonce. They were at a Beyonce concert in Los Angeles. And side note on a side note, did you know that she recently got paid wait, let me make sure I get this number right. $24 million to perform for 1 hour in Dubai. That's insane. That is insanity. But anyway, I also just want to say that, like, who am I to be commenting on Timmy and Kylie's personal lives? Like, literally. Don't even listen to me. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm no expert. I'm no... Who am I? I'm just, you know... I'm just a girl with opinions and thoughts and feelings, and I'm just saying them. So, like, you don't have to agree with me. And in fact, you're very welcome to disagree with me. So, I know I'm part of the problem, is kind of what I wanted to say there. They're at a concert, and now there's, like, real evidence of them having, like, a romantic connection, because, like, whatever, this took the internet by storm months ago, and I kind of was a denier. I was in denial. I didn't want to believe it, because I really love Timothee Chalamet, but I don't love the Kardashians / Jenners. So I was disappointed. I was like, no way, no fucking way, dude. And I was wrong. And not much else to say about it. I was incorrect. I was simply incorrect. And this video, other people in the comments were like, oh my God, wait, they're so cute, actually. I mean, sure, whatever. I'm not coming on here to bully anybody, but I'm still disappointed. And it's not what I wanted to see. So I'm just like, what do you think they talk about? What do they have in common besides being rich young people? But maybe that's enough. Maybe that's all you need. Is Timothee going to become Stormy's stepfather? I hate that. I hate the idea of that. But as long as he's happy. And that said, you know what? Like, because I am a huge fan of his, and I think he's an incredible actor. And more than anything, I'm a fan of his acting, because, like, him personally, I mean, I love watching him in interviews. I think he's so cute and awkward and whatever, right? And intelligent. But I don't know if I've said this before on here, but I've said it to people. I really dislike his Instagram persona, his, like, aloof, like, too cool for you, like, Instagram persona. It pisses me off. It's annoying. So, you know, I think that maybe I just, like, might have given him too much credit, because, like, I was texting my sister about this earlier, and she was like, well, I thought he was smart, like, but maybe he's not. And I was like, you know, I think he's a fuckboy. And, you know, you can be a fuckboy and be smart. So you heard it here first, folks. You can, in fact, be a fuckboy and smart at the same time. And he is. And, you know, more power to him. At least I understood him and Lily Rose Depp, because, like, they're both skinny little French American kids with rich, not actually, I have no idea what Timothy's, like, socioeconomic situation was growing up, but with at least upper middle class parents with, like, industry connections. So they have a lot in common. Like, I could comprehend. What the fuck is he talking to Miss Kylie about? Lip kits? Travis Scott? He loves rap music. I'm like, you know, I'm just curious. I have fully already come to the end of my list of stuff that I was going to talk about in this episode. This really was just a summer recap. Hey, how you doing? It's really hot in here, guys. My palms are sweaty. And I don't know what this season is going to be yet. I just wanted to come say hi. Hope you had a good summer. Hope you're staying hydrated. It's hot out there. It's so freaking hot out there. You should watch Subletter on the Mankheads YouTube channel, which is also where you can find this episode. You can find our Instagram at Mankheads Podcast on Instagram. We had a Twitter and a Tumblr, but, like, we ain't been posting on there. That said, I rewatched Girl Interrupted for the first time in years last week, and it had me feeling so nostalgic for my Tumblr era that I might make just, like, Tumblr, something Tumblr related, like, the topic of the next episode, because there's a lot to be said for Tumblr and how it how deeply it affected me as a human being when I was growing up. I don't think I would be the person that I am today. I don't think I would have been a film major in college, honestly, without Tumblr. So do with that what you will. I've been saying that a lot lately. Let me know what you want to hear in this season as well. So like, there's going to be movies coming out soon. Maybe. I mean, like, some of the things I was really looking forward to, like Dune Part 2, got pushed back until next year because of the strike. You know, more power to those on strike, though. But, you know, I just like, what am I going to watch now? What am I going to watch this fall? The things that I wanted to see aren't going to come out, but it's okay. Anyway, I'll be doing movie reviews as things come out. I'll probably do another Oscars watch because like that might just be for me because I think it's fun to try to watch as many Oscar noms as possible, even though the whole award season thing like is bullshit, and what gets awarded and what doesn't, and what even gets nominated and what doesn't. It's like, it's all bullshit. It's all like totally it you know, subjective is the word that I'm like searching for. So I'm going to do movie reviews, probably have different people come do guest spots for different things, different topics. But let me know what you want to hear this season, because we're probably going to switch it up. Probably going to do some different things. I think I honestly might do some video essay like bits, because I've got some stuff that I want to talk about. I have like a lot of things to say about, and you may or may not know what I'm talking about, but the Life Could Be a Dream memes with the monkey videos. Have a lot to say about those, so I'm like thinking about turning it into a video essay, and it might be a podcast episode too. We'll see. So yeah, let me know what you want to hear or see, and you know, stay safe, stay cool out there. It is scorching still, and it will be until probably November. So that's, I mean, at least in Texas. So, you know, stay safe out there. Stay cool. Anyway, ciao, ciao. See you next time. I'm not going to say ciao, ciao. Did I just say that? Okay. Anyway, see you next time on the Mankheads Podcast.